Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Lady Beaverbrook Gymnasium here in Fredericton. This is the home of your St. Thomas Tommies basketball programs, where tonight they have a home date with the Crandall Chargers on this Valentine's Day. Game rescheduled to accommodate some storm issues in Nova Scotia and PEI the last couple weekends ago. This game was originally supposed to be played this coming Friday, but moved back to the Wednesday evening to allow the Tommies to travel to Nova Scotia this coming weekend. Tommies coming into this one 6-8, have won 2 in a row. Crandall winless on the season in 15 starts, but are not a team to be taken lightly. Crandall has been very, very close to picking up that elusive first victory. They've been in games against UKC, at UKC, and UNBSJ of late, as well as several others. And if they knock down a few outside shots in this one, that's been a bit of their Achilles heel on the season, is knocking down the three-pointer. They can do that a little bit here. They can certainly give the Tommies a tough time. Teams have played twice before. The Tommies been victorious in both. January 12th at Crandall. 66-40 in favor of STU. Paige LeBlanc with 17. Charlie Connors with 13 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists. Celine Sturkle, 15 points, 5 rebounds as well. For the Chargers, it was Randy Ross with 18 points, 5 rebounds. Kelsey Allward with a double-double, 12 points, 10 boards. 3-point field goal is a major difference. Tommies knocking down 7 of 18. The Chargers 1 of 10. Free throws as well. Stu making 21 of 28. Well, only 9 of 17 for the Chargers. January 20th, back at Crandall again. It was 88-45 Stu. Paige LeBlanc, 29. Celine Sturkle, 25 points, 8 boards. Randy Ross, 10 points, 3 rebounds. No other Charger in double digits. And again, 3-point shooting. The Tommies knocked down 15 to the Chargers 3. Major difference in those games. Tommies are coming off a road win last Saturday, the 10th, at UKC. They won 65-53. So in Sturkle, 23.6 rebounds for the Tommies to lead the way. Well, it was Katie Vedito with 12 points and 4 rebounds. Rebecca Keg, 12 points, 9 boards for UKC. Jenna Bain with 8 points. Tommies used a 23-9 third quarter. And again, the Tommies double-digit three-pointers made, 11 of 29, which is only 1 of 11 for UKC. Chargers coming off an overtime loss at home to UNBSJ. Laura Preetguy, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Avery Allward, 13 points, 10 rebounds for UNBSJ. For the Chargers, Kelsey Allward, 29 points, 12 rebounds. Kylie Balzer, 11 points, 13 rebounds. Again, 3-point field goals an issue. SJ made 8-1 for the Chargers. And a major free throw deficit as well. Actually, free throws kept Crandall in the game. 23-6 were the free throw makes. Ceremonial jump ball here on Think Pink Night. Support of Chalmers Hospital Foundation and Cancer Awareness. Good to see such things supported here. It's a ceremonial jump ball. Tommies in the white home jerseys tonight. Crandall in the dark road jerseys. That one's Celine Sturkle and Kylie Balzer on the ceremonial tap. Starters now for the Chargers. Number 4 will be Molly Sheen, first-year guard out of Hartford, New Brunswick. 13 will be Kylie Balzer, fifth-year guard out of Moncton. Number 14, Tristan DeRoche, third year out of Miramichi. 17, Kelsey Allward, averages 9.4 points, 6.4 rebounds. Pardon me, 6.6 rebounds. First year center at 5'10" out of Moncton. And Randy Ross, who wears 21, first year out of Barrington, Nova Scotia, 8.3 points. Starters for the Tommies, 7 is Katie Vedito. 9 is Alyssa Jeffrey. 13 is Paige LeBlanc. 14.4 points per game per LeBlanc. 14, Celine Sturkel, 6'2" center out of Moncton High, 15 points per game. And Charlie Connors in her second year with the Tommies out of Fredericton, 5'10" forward, averaging 9 points a game. Time now for our national anthem. I'll be back after the anthem. All right, starters are introduced. The anthem has been played. All that's left is to talk about the officials. Officials in this one, Mr. Gates, Mr. Humphrey, and Miss Atkinson. They are the three charged with making sure all goes according to Hoyle here on this Wednesday evening. Pleased to have you along. Thank you for choosing us, as they say in the Valentine's Day cards, and I heart you for tuning in here on the Wednesday Valentine's Day Eve. Crandall controls off the tap. That's Molly Sheen on the dribble, guarded by Alyssa Jeffrey. Passing off for Kelsey Allward. Allward leaves that one short. Sturkel collects the first carom of the evening. Ahead for LeBlanc. And Jeffrey, jab step, baseline drive. Knocked away from behind by Tristan DeRoche. We're going to switch sides here. Tommy's in a box. They'll reverse the box for this inbounds. A little down screen and slip off the screen for LeBlanc. Three-pointer put up and made by Alyssa Jeffrey. Jeffrey scoring at 5.2 points per game. Scoring is down a little bit for Jeffrey, and it goes along with the shooting percentage. Jeffrey can hit a few of those. Be a big, big difference in this Tommies team. Certainly has the ability, just had some tough luck. Most of the season shooting has Jeffrey. Ahead for Vedito, back for LeBlanc. She hasn't had much trouble all season long making from three. Among the league leaders is Paige LeBlanc in three-point shooting percentage. Second overall, making 42% from beyond the arc, is LeBlanc. Back for Balzer. Balzer with the fake step-through shot and makes the 2 points. Tommies with a little catch on the outside for Sturkle. 18-footer is good. Sturkle may be the most natural scorer on the Tommies roster. Rebound taken away by LeBlanc, off for Jeffrey. Jeffrey has it knocked away. No scratches for the Chargers. In this one for the Tommies, Ella Delorme scratched. Of course, it's the same injuries kept her out all year. Caden Scriver as well. Surprise for me tonight going for the Tommies is Kylie Roy. Roy cleared a couple weeks earlier, and as long as she made it through warm-up okay, was cleared to go in the game. Sure, we'll see Coach Connors limit Kylie Roy from a minutes perspective in this one. Build Kylie back up as we go down the stretch run here. Connors from deep. (8-2) Connors, they made a couple triples. Or 8-2 Tommies, they made a couple triples, and the Sturkle 2. Balzer, nice pass to the cutter on the baseline. First foul of the game goes to the Tommies. That was DeRoche on the nice cut. First sub is for the Chargers. Olivia Hannum, first-year guard out of Moncton, checks in for Randy Ross. Very young Charger team. 6 first-year players out of the 10 loaded on the roster for the Chargers. And Coach Allie Berry was moved into the head coaching role this season for the Chargers. Jillian Smith stays on staff, moves down the bench. And, of course, assistant Leonie Albert as well on the coaching staff of the Chargers. Jeffrey jab step, step through, and no make on the shot. Jump ball, Connors and Hannum on the tie-up. First sub for the Tommies. Checking in is Kathleen Quinlan. Quinlan at a Holy Heart High in St. John's. 3 points a game. Pushing 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Pretty good numbers. There's a 2-pointer made by Stu. 10-2. We played just over 3 minutes here. This Valentine's Day contest. Balzer with the corner kick shot put up. That's off the heel. Rebound for Allward. Allward finds Sheen. Kiss off the glass is no good, but it's rebound once again for Allward against Sturkle. That's pretty nice up and under move by Allward against the defending Sturkle, but the ball doesn't drop. Second off the bench for the Tommies in this game will be Regan Kerr. Benito outside for LeBlanc. LeBlanc makes the triple. Timeout, Chargers at 13-2 Stu. 6:10 to go here, first quarter. Coming into this one, the Tommies, 5th in the conference, averaging 64.3 points per game, while the Chargers 7th at 48.4. Tommies strong on the defensive end as well, giving up 58 points per game against to 77 nearly, 76-7 for the Chargers. Puts them 7th in the conference. But again, this is a young Chargers team that is building. Both Barry and Albert on the Chargers side. Provincial team coaches, I believe they coached with Bram Russell on the under 17 team this summer. I believe that was the team at least. Might have been the under 15, but I think it was the under 17 that they had. no doubt they will have some connections in the recruiting world, which will help the Chargers as they move forward. Of course, both players in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association is Coach Barry and Leonie Albert as well. Quinlan on the drive, a little too strong, but it's Connors there on the rebound for LeBlanc. LeBlanc drives off glass, scores 2. 15-2 Tommies. Balzer to the front court. Quinlan gets a hand on it, but it's going to be a football off the foot of White. Oh, correction, off the foot of Blue. It's going to be White ball. Was pointing to the direction of where he wanted the ball inbounded. Connors on the drive is going to pick up a foul. That foul will go on Tristan DeRoche. Charlie Connors to the free throw line. She is an extremely good free throw shooter. In fact, first in the conference at 84%. She makes them both there. Brianna Bartley checks in for Stu, as does Michaela Hansen. Bartley, first year out of Woodstock, plays the wing for the Tommies. Foul called on Regan Kerr. Kerr, along with Bartley, both NBIA All-Stars last season. And, of course, NBIA is now through sectionals through regionals heading to sectionals. I get those mixed up. Sectionals weekend is ahead. Top 6 teams in each AAA, AA, single A. Guys and girls will be whittled down to 2 after this weekend, and those 2 will head to Harbor Station next weekend, next weekend, to finish off the high school basketball season here in New Brunswick. Kali Balzer to the line. Balzer nearly 9 points a game, 6.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. 61% free throw shooter. Knocks them both down. And Balzer, of course, was a teammate of Coach Barry on the Moncton Mystics. At least last season, I think the last couple seasons in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Lots of news happening there as well. Lots of the good things happening. Schedule, first draft at least released. Maybe some tweaks to that yet. Another make for the Tommies. That's Hansen. Hansen out of Fredericton High School. Played last season with these same Crandall Chargers. Nice running lay-in off the glass for Hannum. Bartley for 3. That one finds the bottom of the bucket. 22-6 Tommies, 4:25 to go. Opening quarter. Nice pass inside. Randy Ross scores. Timeout Tommies as Coach Connors wants to talk it over. Not happy, I think, with what's going on the defensive end. Pretty happy with putting up 22 points. But a couple of those last trips for the Chargers a little too easy in terms of getting a good look for the Stu bench boss. If you are watching online, feel free to reach out. You know how you can get me on Twitter at Billsby or X or whatever You may choose to call that platform BILLSBY, or on the podcast email, latescratches@outlook.com, latescratches@outlook.com. Or you can comment on the YouTube feed as well. And the always amazing Alice, on as producer here, once again this evening, will relay those to me. Tommy's inbound at 22-8, 4:12 to go here in the first quarter. Jeffrey Bartley, a step back, 2. That's a couple of deep balls for Bartley, 1 of 3, 1 of 2. Another turnover from the Chargers on the inbound. That was Ellie Hiltz, number 7, who's checked in for Crandall. Also checking in for the Chargers, number 23, Sarah McCormick. That is for Ellie Hiltz. McCormick out of Badek, Nova Scotia. Beautiful part of the world is Badek. Been there a couple times. Highly, highly recommend getting to Badek and checking that out. In for the Tommies is number 4, Kylie Roy. Kylie Roy, first action in a while, has to get the shirt tucked in and the jewelry removed. Now we're set to go. Hansen for Roy. Roy a little too strong. Inside for Randy Ross. Blocking foul called on Hannum as Sturkle come out of the pack with the ball. Second foul on the Chargers here in the quarter. First on Hannum. Roy with Jeffrey, Hansen, Sturkle, and Bartley for the Tommies. Nice catch there by Sturkle on the inbound. Around for Hansen. Hansen on Ross. 6 to shoot. Taken away by the Chargers. Olivia Hannum. Randy Ross ahead for Balzer. Balzer's going to test Roy. 3 seconds called. That's going to go on Randy Ross. Benito and LeBlanc in for the Tommies. Bartley and Hansen to the bench. Nice catch inside by Sturkle, and what a finish. Seen Sturkle score from 18 feet and from 2 feet. Hannum into the painted area. No good, and there's Sturkle attacking the glass. Foul's going to go on Randy Ross. Push on the rebound. Tommy's ball at 26-8. 2:36 to go here, opening quarter. Sturkle post catch. Jump ball as reaching in to tie up was Melanie Kenny. Kenny, first year forward out of Bathurst, New Brunswick, number 17. Kenny listed at 5'8", but looks to me to be a bit higher than that, taller than that, that is. Connors with the back end one-hander. Tommy's lead is 20 2:15 to go, opening quarter. Sturkle fights for the rebound, one dribble, and it's off to LeBlanc. Ahead for Vedito. Back outside, Connors for three. Front rim, Vedito with a hand on the rebound. It's going to be Chargers ball. Sheen. Step through. Nice step through by Molly Sheen. That's Jeffrey again from downtown. Second triple of the game from Alyssa Jeffrey. Tommy suddenly looking very comfortable with the outside shot. Balzer kicks back to the outside. That's Allward, number 17. Balzer from long range, no good. That's off the basket support, and Tristan DeRoche will check back in for the Crandall Chargers. Regan Kerr for the Tommies. Kerr in for Sturkle. Football, Tommy's ball, 18 on the shot clock. Tough inbound toss there for Vedito. Intercepted by Allward. Balzer for three. Off the heel of the rim, rebound, Paige LeBlanc. LeBlanc out for Kerr. Regan Kerr for two. Great to see Regan Kerr find her footing here as a rookie for the Tommies the last few games. Really had a great game. In fact, was player of the game against UNBSJ on home court here. Katie Vedito with the rejection. Vedito, 6 foot, listed as a forward. I think if you look at the starting lineup that Coach Connors went with today, if you had to number the positions, Vedito would be playing the two. That's a lot of length, and that's a lot of distance. Good sequence for Vedito. A block and a triple. 36-10 Tommies at the end of one. Take a look and see if their online stats are up and working. Give you a little breakdown if they are indeed available. They are available, so let's have a look at the team comparison here. Crandall, 10 points. The Tommies, 36 on 14 of 17 shooting for Crandall. 13 of 19 for the Tommies. That's 68%. That's amazing. Tommies making 8 of 11 three-pointers in the first quarter, 73%. 0 of 3 for the Chargers. Both teams, 2 of 2, perfect from the free throw line. Chargers 5 turnovers to the Tommies 2. Tommies out rebounding the Chargers 6-3. Out assisting the Chargers 7-0. Steals are close, fouls are close. Bench points, as you would expect, favor the Tommies 8-4. That is the team stats, individual stats. For Crandall, Hannum with 4, Balzer with 4, and Sheen with 4. DeRoche and Ross with fouls. And Melanie Kenny, 2 rebounds. for the Chargers. For the Tommies, Charlie Connors with 7 points. Katie Vedito with 6, coming on 2 triples. Alyssa Jeffrey with 6 on 2 triples. Paige LeBlanc has 5 and 2 boards. Sturkle 4 and 2 boards. Bartley has a 3. Hansen has a 3. Regan Kerr has 2. Regan Kerr picks up 2 fouls. Alyssa Jeffrey 1 for the Tommies. Underway here in quarter 2. There is Kerr. Ahead for LeBlanc. Connors on the drive, picks it up, kicks it back for Kerr. Tommies working around the outside. That's Vedito. Cross-court pass. Open shooter in the corner is LeBlanc, and it's another triple for the Tommies. Tommies with a little four-court pickup here. DeRoche for Balzer. Can't get it to go down off the glass. It's going to be out of bounds. Off of the Chargers. I thought that was actually off of Quinlan from up here, but referee Rashida Atkinson is right there to make the right call on that one. She's only about 100 feet closer than I am, so we'll go with her eyes instead of mine. Tommy start here, quarter 2. LeBlanc, Quinlan, Connors, Kerr, and Vedito. That's Vedito for Kerr. 7 to shoot. Connors has it knocked out of bounds with only 2 on the shot clock, make it 1 on the shot clock. Going to be a catch and shoot here for the Tommies. Here, catch and shoot from Coach Connors. Charlie Connors blocked. Should have been a shot clock go off there, but was reset as the Chargers got control. Jump ball called as Connors fights for it on the floor with Kelsey Allward. This one goes in favor of STU. For the Chargers this quarter, Sheen, Hannum, Balzer, Allward, and DeRoche. LeBlanc can't get the one-handed runner to go down, but is on the rebound. Step through. That one bounces through. It's going to be a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Coach Barry says, not sure how that's going to be a foul on us. Jeffrey checks in for Kerr for the Tommies. Brianna Bartley in as well for Quinlan. And Ellie Hilt gets the wave from the official for Olivia Hannum. 41-10 Tommies, 8-11 to go here. Tommies, pile of points on the board, largely coming from the three-point ball. They average 64 points a game. They already have 42 with 8 minutes still to go in quarter number 2. That is a massive scoring outburst from the Tommies. Jeffrey will shoot 2. Thought we might have been getting Jeffrey with the hook initially there. Randy Ross returns for Tristan DeRoche. Celine Sturkle in for Charlie Connors. Tommies now with a 7-0 start to quarter 2. It was 36-10 at the end of 1. Jeffrey with the poke away and the steal. Now dribble to the front court. for Vedito, who goes high off glass. Out of bounds off of STU. Hansen in for LeBlanc. Balzer loses footing. Jeffrey picks it up. Blocked, though, from behind by Allward. Bartley can't get the second attempt to go. Jump ball, and this one should go to the Crandall Chargers. Fans, thanks for tuning in here on Think Pink Night at the LB Gym on Valentine's Day. Sturkle on the reach. It's going to be the first foul, I believe, on Celine. Chargers got a shot clock reset on that one. I'm not sure that it really should have there, but maybe I'm on the wrong set of rules. On the end line, called on the Chargers. Bartley from deep again. That one off the rim. Sturkle is there on the rebound. Sturkle with the dribble. Can't get the reverse lay-in to go. Sturkle on the double team in the front court. Balzer gets it across the timeline and looks inside for Allward. Allward, nice pass for Randy Ross, who can't finish the first one, and now we'll get the over-the-back foul. It's going to be the second or third on Randy Ross, 2 at least. Going to be the second on Ross. Quickly off the bench for the Chargers is Melanie Kenny. In for Randy Ross. Ross out of Barrington, Nova Scotia. First year. Sturkle, post position established and gets the catch. Sturkle kicks outside for Hansen for 3. Michaela Hansen with the triple. And it's 11-0 run to start quarter number 2 for the Tommies. The Tommies absolutely on fire from three-point range. Just incredible shooting from outside in this one for the Tommies. Tommies are 10 of 15 from three-point line. Already made 10 three-pointers. 6:03 to go here in the second. And they've started 11-0 here in the quarter against the Chargers. Timeout taken. Leading the Tommies is LeBlanc with 11 points, Jeffrey with 8, and Connors with 7. LeBlanc averages 14 on the year per game. Jeffrey already over the season average for the Tommies. And Connors almost at the season average already for STU. This is a Chargers team that only scores 48 a game. Here they've already given up 47 in 14 minutes. This is the best offensive Tommies team that I've seen all season. Allward spins. Allward. Power move against Sturkle. Sturkle collects a carom. Ahead for Hansen. Hansen Jeffrey is going to travel. Sarah McCormick back in for Crandall. Kylie Roy in for the Tommies. Roy in for Jeffrey. Initial prognosis for Kylie Roy was back week before playoffs, so this is a couple weeks early for Kylie. And I talked to Kylie a few weeks ago and said, if I were betting, you'll be back sooner. And sure enough, Kylie is back. And really, I think only knows how to play one way, so it'll be interesting to see how Coach Connors manages the minutes here for Kylie Roy. And I mean that in a positive way, only knows how to play one way, and that's all out. You're not going to get a partial effort from Kylie on anything. Sturkle fouled, will go to the line. Celine Sturkle, 80% free throw shooter. That's third in the league. Fourth in the league at 15 points per game is Sturkle. Third in free throw shooting, and when you can get some free ones, makes it a whole lot easier to work yourself up the leaderboard when you can make them with proficiency, as Celine does. 2 for 2 for Sturkle. And it's a 13-0 run here. Chargers yet to score in this quarter. Knocked away by Sturkle, but it's back into the hands of the Chargers. On the drive is Allward. Allward gets the tie-up. No, that's not Allward with the tie-up. It's Sturkle and Sheen with the tie-up. This ball will stay with Crandall. Again, we had a shot clock reset. I'm not sure we should have. There we go, down to 14 on the shot clock. Jump ball over to STU this time, and we'll get a full reset on the shot clock with the backcourt possession. Connor step through, leaves that one a little short. Rebound for Allward. Allward ahead for McCormick, but it's Hansen who is there to intercept for Sturkle for three. Too strong from Sturkle. Rebounded by Allward, but taken away by Connors, who is hacked on the shot. And Connors will go to the line once again. Randy Ross will check back in for the Chargers. Ross back in with the 2 fouls. To the bench is Allward. Foul goes on number 15. That's Melanie Kenny. That's Kenny's second foul. Shout out if you're watching along from Bathurst. Good to have you along in this one. Good to see some North Shore players here in the ACAA. And thanks for tuning in from stormy St. John's as well. We've been pretty lucky here. It's cold in Fredericton, but there's not a lot of snow cover. You can smell spring in the air. It's not that far away here in Fredericton. We've missed all the big storms. Don't know what we've done right this winter, but I'll take it. Another rebound off to the Tommies. Sturkle. That is Kylie Roy. Front rim, Ellie Hiltz tracks it down. And Charlie Connors on the loose ball. Pass for Roy. Roy into the paint. That's going to be the third foul on Randy Ross. That'll send Kylie Roy to the line. Paige LeBlanc in for Celine Sturkle. Kathleen Quinlan set to check in for Kylie Roy after the first opportunity on the free throws, which will come if Roy makes the second. First one goes through for Kylie. Kylie Roy, a third year of eligibility out of St. John and St. Malachy's High School. St. Malachy still alive in the AAA girls basketball. I believe they cross over to the Southeast Conference, I think, if I remember how things worked out correctly there, or if things worked out. No, I'm thinking of the guys from St. Malachy's. Girls, it is Ross A. Leo Hayes and KV that are left. Apologies to St. Malachy's. Might have to look that up just to be sure. Do that if I get a break, so I can keep everything straight. Ed for Balzer, and the Chargers are finally on the board here in quarter two. 52-12 Tommies is your score. That's the first Charger points of this second quarter. LeBlanc from deep. Rebound by the Chargers. Allward ahead for Balzer for McCormick. Sheen, Allward. Heel of the rim, but it's Balzer on the rebound. Off for Sheen. Sheen is going to run into Connors, who will get called for the block. Called a little late. Stepping in there is Connors. Regan Kerr checks back in for Charlie Connors. First foul on Connors. Third on the Tommies here in this quarter. Sheen with a make on the line. Shoots better than 50% on the season, does Molly Sheen. It's a pretty good percentage for the rookie Sheen. Yeah, I was correct that the Southwest number 2 St. Malachy's girls crossover, so it was KV, St. Malachy's, and Leo Hayes are the three through on the girls' side from the Northeast Regional. So St. Malachy's goes to from the Southwest. St. Malachy's goes to the Northeast. They play Bernice McNaughton Friday at 6 o'clock at Riverview High School, with the winner taking on Riverview for the right to go to Harbor Station. Sure, Kylie Roy will be pleased that I got that one straightened out in my head. Former St. Malachy Saint. Balzer on the drive and finish will have the opportunity for a three-point play. Rebound for Hanson, off for Bartley and Regan Kerr. Kathleen Quinlan. Kerr, Quinlan, LeBlanc. Oh, nice change of pace for LeBlanc to get a good shot out of that. Foul called on the reach-in. It's going to go on Regan Kerr. Bit of a tough luck foul there for Kerr, looking for the tie-up. It's going to be the third on Kerr. Katie Vedito checks in. Ellie Hiltz on the line. .127 to go, first half. The Tommies by large margin over the Chargers. LeBlanc from deep. Tommies have been lighting it up from downtown. They've got a whole pile of three-pointers. It was 11 last I checked. I think that gives them 12. Nice interior passing by the Chargers. Going to be a foul on LeBlanc. That will send Kelsey Allward to the line. Allward, nearly an 80% free throw shooter for the Chargers. Puts her fourth in the conference in that department. And of course, as soon as I say that, she comes up with a rare miss. Ahead for Balzer. Balzer is going to be fouled by Vedito. Balzer good from the free throw line. And makes the second as well. Timeout, Tommies. Had the opportunity last evening, Brad Jadens and I, to have STU Athletic Director Megan Donahue-Wise on our podcast, Late Scratches. A very, very informative hour, and a great guest was the Athletic Director, Megan Donahue-Wise. Do highly recommend it to any current, past, or future Tommy, or anyone connected to athletics. Really a lot of talk about what the role of the athletic director is, some of the challenges of learning in the new role, a lot of talk about the importance of athletes' mental health, which is a strong focus from Megan Donahue-Wise, as well. Some talk on safe sport. If you're not aware of what that is, give that a listen and learn a little bit about the athletic director here at the school. She's been on the job now 3.5 months. And has been at every Tommy contest except when she was away at Soccer Nationals with Soccer Player of the Year Josh Oakes. And of course, Tommy's hosting Soccer Nationals next November here at the Grand Harvey Turf, Scotiabank South, I think it's called. So do look that up. Late Scratches podcast available all your favorite podcast apps, or Late Scratches. .podbean.com. Also has on the website there all the past episodes, as well as an updated local schedule. And of course, last night it was the Tommy hockey women winning their first game of their quarterfinal series with UDM 1-0. We actually recorded the podcast at the Grand Harvey Center prior to the game with Megan Donahue-Wise and, of course, Brad Jadens on the call last night on Tommy's TV and AUS TV, where the Tommy women's hockey team play. So I do encourage you to give that a listen, find out everything going on in Tommy land, and get a sense of where Tommy athletics are headed in the future. Ellie Hiltz on the line. Hiltz Miss on the first. She does shoot it better than 60% from the free throw line, does the second-year guard out of Wellington, Nova Scotia. Nice make on the second for Hiltz. Final 20 seconds here of half number one, quarter number two. Quinlan, Vedito, Bartley. Tommies can play for one shot. Hansen for Quinlan. Taken away by Balzer. Balzer from the elbow. Round the world, and that one drops in. That'll do it for the first half. The Tommies, 56. That is well on their way to their season average of about 64. And the Chargers right on their season pace as well. They averaged 48. 56-23 in favor of the Tommies. Come on back in about 13 or 14 minutes all to do a recap of all these scores from the first half. Tommies in control of this one on your Valentine's Day here from the LB Gym. Hi fans, welcome back for the second half here at the LB Gym. It's a Valentine's Day date between the Crandall Chargers, who are visiting from Moncton, and the host, St. Thomas Tommies women's basketball team. Tommies up by a bundle here. It is 56-23. Chargers 7 of 31 from the field. The Tommies 17 of 40. That's 42%. Chargers 0 of 5 from three-point land. The Tommies 11 of 20 for 55%. Free throws keeping the Chargers tighter in this one. 9 of 13, the Tommies 11 of 13. Turnovers, Chargers with a few more. Rebounds are fairly close. Steals, the Tommies have 9. Bench points, the Tommies, of course, would lead there as well. Individual stats, first for the Chargers, it's Balzer with 12 on 4 of 11 shooting, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds as well for Balzer. Sheen with 4, Hannum with 4, Hiltz with 3, and Kelsey Allward, no points, but does have 6 boards. For the Tommies, Paige LeBlanc has her season average already at 14. Charlie Connors has 9, Alyssa Jeffrey 8, Katie Vedito 6, Michaela Hansen 6, Celine Sturkle 6, Bartley 6, Kerr 2, Roy 1, and Quinlan 1. 3 fouls for Regan Kerr, 5 boards for Katie Vedito. There is Sturkle, knocked out of bounds. I think she was looking for the foul on that play. Underway here in the second half for the Tommies. It is Connors with Sturkle, Vedito, Jeffrey, and LeBlanc. Celine Sturkle gets her 7th and 8th points of the game. And for the Chargers, that is Balzer. Uses the screen from Allward. Now back to Allward. Connors with the interception. And this is going to be called a jump ball finally. There. Possession will go to Crandall. So let's reset the Chargers lineup. Sheen, Allward, Hiltz, Balzer, and Sarah McCormick start second half here for the Chargers. Tommies force the turnover, 9:20 to go in quarter number 3. Coming up after this one, same 2 schools on the men's side, 8 o'clock scheduled start here for the LB Gym. Paige LeBlanc, another triple for the Tommies, make it an even dozen for STU. Balzer will look to settle things down for the Chargers. Pass inside, and we're going to call that a football. .14 on the shot clock. Molly Sheen will inbound. Picked up by Vedito of the Tommies. Vedito, long pass, and that's in between Jeffrey and Sturkle. Little malfunction at the junction there. They both thought the pass intended for the other. Long shot taken by Hiltz. LeBlanc gets a hand on the rebound, but it's out of bounds. Sheen has that one partially blocked on the way up, out of bounds off the Tommies. Eight to shoot for the Chargers. Hannum for Allward. Allward's going to draw the foul, go to the line. Foul's going to go on Alyssa Jeffrey. That's Jeffrey's second. First of the quarter for the Tommies. Sends Kelsey Allward to the line. Allward, pretty good numbers in her rookie season for the Chargers. Nearly 9.5 points, over 6.5 boards, and nearly an assist a game. That's a building block you can grow off if you're the Crandall Charger program. Listed as a center at 5'10". Connors for Vedito. Rebound is cleared by Crandall and Ellie Hiltz. Hannum shot over the defense, rebound to the Chargers again. This time it's the Tommies, Charlie Connors, crashing the glass, getting the tie-up, jump ball situation. We'll go over to Stu. Good hustle by Connors. That one knocked away on the entry pass by Crandall. Balzer for Hannum. And Allward, pass back for Hannum on the cut. Ahead for Vedito, good jump up by Balzer to stop that ball, but the Tommies move it around for Sturkle. Back outside Jeffrey for a triple. That one doesn't go down. Tommies have cooled off a little bit from the outside in this half. Of course, they were scorching hot in the first. Balzer, back rim. Rebound, Jeffrey, ahead for LeBlanc. Sturkle behind the defense, but it was the length of Allward who stopped that one. Sturkle will step out for three, and that one will drop. Gives Sturkle 11 on the game. Vedito and LeBlanc, take your pick. One of them will get a foul there. Quinlan and Bartley in for the Tommies. Foul's going to go on LeBlanc, number 13. Paige LeBlanc second. In for Crandall, number 20, Emily Hamilton, another first-year player out of Moncton wearing number 20. And on the line is Olivia Hannum. Hannum, another of the young building blocks for the Chargers. Sturkle with the nice move. Gives Sturkle 13, now only 2 off. Her season average of 15 for Celine Sturkle. I guess only showing at 11 online for Sturkle, unless it's not been updated yet. I'm 2 ahead. There's 13. I'm right on track. So LeBlanc with 17, Sturkle with 13 leads the Tommies, as that pair has a lot of the year, along with Charlie Connors, who is third in team scoring with 9 points. LeBlanc on the line again. LeBlanc 1 for 1, now 2 for 2 from the line in this game. 4 for 6 from deep, that's how you lead the league. Shooting 44%, going 4 for 6. Thus far, Regan Kerr checks in. Kerr 2 points and 3 fouls along with 1 rebound as she re-enters here. 5:40 to go, third quarter. Tommy's already at their season scoring average of 68. Another Chargers turnover. Puts it in play for STU. Bartley. Sturkle, cross-court pass, Vedito. Vedito has it deflected into the hands of Sarah McCormick. On the rebound put back is Emily Hamilton. Oh, sorry, that's Randy Ross, number 21, not number 20. Randy Ross will go to the line. Ross with a clean make. Nice looking shot from the free throw line for Randy Ross. Not quite so nice on the second as Ross goes 1 for 2. That's Kerr. Thought about the triple. Good closeout by the Chargers. Quinlan for Sturkle. Sturkle for Kerr. Nice kick out for a triple. That one a little short, and that is Hamilton on the rebound. Off for McCormick. Should have the speed advantage on Sturkle. Tommy's in a zone here. Kerr with a body. That's going to be 4 on Regan Kerr. Randy Ross will go back to the line. Kylie Roy in for the Tommies. Regan Kerr, Katie Vedito. Check out Michaela Hansen comes in with Roy. As Randy Ross prepares to shoot the free throw. Again, good on the first. Miss on the second for Ross. Ross shoots it starting from about 11 feet, uses a jump shot from the free throw line. Does end up going forward there. It's an interesting free throw routine for Ross as Hansen makes a long 2. That triple rims out for Hannum. Quinlan ahead for Bartley. Bartley against Ross, rejected. There's going to be a block on Quinlan. Well, I actually thought had to travel first on Hannum. Hannum had a little shuffle of the feet there. The officials said, no, that's going to go as a foul. Hannum knots up the Nikes, and we're set to go again. Tommy's over the limit here of fouls. It's going to be the second on Quinlan. This is a big number on the scoreboard for Stu. 70 points, 4:05 to go in quarter number 3. Circle a little too far to the left on that shot. Rebound for the Chargers and Balzer. Balzer wheels and deals, finds her way to the tin for 2. Tommies work it around the outside for Roy. Kylie Roy, another back rim shot for Kylie. Rebound goes to Hannum. The Tommies double team off to Hamilton. Back to Hannum. They get it across the timeline for Balzer. Inside for Ross, but it's Roy who steps around. Roy has Sturkle. Sturkle from the wing. No good. Kylie Roy down and back up. Rebound inside for Bartley. Going to be a foul on Hannum. Jeffrey Connors check in. This will be for Quinlan and Sturkle. Brianna Bartley to the line for the Tommies. Bartley, first year out of Woodstock and the Thunder program. 50% shooter from the free throw line is Bartley. Violation there on the Tommies. This will be Charger ball. Balzer in the front court, has another seam. This time it's knocked out of bounds off of Jeffrey. Jeffrey out of Sussex. Great time a few weekends ago at the Dairy Town. Thanks to the folks there in Sussex having me down for that one. Dandy little high school tournament. Not little, big high school tournament in Sussex. And amazing what that tournament does for the community and the community does for the tournament. What a great basketball community is Sussex, producing players like Jeffrey and some others as well. Hansen that time blocked by McCormick on the long distance shot. And there is Bartley with the pickoff, has Jeffrey in support. Again, another block by Balzer, but Bartley with persistence and Balzer with a block on the second one. Subs in for the Chargers. It's going to be DeRoche and Hilt, 14 and 7, as Bartley goes back to the line. Got one off the heel for Bartley. Line violation on Hannum. That's going to be a turnover for the Chargers over to the Tommies. Jump ball called that time. Possession on the scoreboard says to Stu, but I'm not sure they've been keeping that correct. It is going to be Tommy's ball. Paige LeBlanc set to sub in for Kylie Roy. Connors with the catch on the inbound. 18-footer is good for Charlie Connors. Connors says, you're going to leave me open, I'm just going to shoot it from here. Very makeable shot for Charlie. In fact, sure you see it as the camera pans by the Think Pink table with the Tommies volleyball wrap on it on the far side. Connors making shots from behind that table in warm-up. So that little 18-footer way closer than the long-distance shots Connor was making pregame. Tommy's on another takeaway ahead for Hansen. Hansen gets into the painted area outside for Jeffrey. Jeffrey fakes, steps through, and scores two. Alyssa Jeffrey with a jumper. Get the opportunity between quarters. I'll take a look at the Tommy scoring output this year, see what their high game might be. Averaging 25 a quarter in this one. That's a pretty big number overall. Tommies have got 79 in a loss. $88 in a win at Crandall would be the high water mark for the Tommies this season. That was on January 20th when it was 88-45. That high water mark could be crossed in this one as the Tommies already have 75 on the board. LeBlanc now with 20 on the game for the Tommies. Final 30 seconds, quarter number 3. It's going to be foot contact with the basketball. This one will go over to the Crandall Chargers. 14 on the shot clock, 19-7 left in the quarter. Sheen for Allward. Allward along 2. That one's no good, and it's going to be a foul on Tristan DeRoche. Reaching in on the rebound. Hansen, clear inside position there, and DeRoche coming from behind. Chargers over the limit, so the Tommies will walk the length of the court. I guess it was Quinlan with the inside position on the rebound. Quinlan off the mark on the first. Can't get the second to go either. Sure, the family in St. John's happy to see Kathleen at the line regardless. That'll end the quarter, 76-29. Tommies. So that quarter is going to go 20-9 in favor of STU. First quarter was 36-10. Second quarter was 20-13 Tommies. Have a look at the team comparison. Crandall, 8 of 47 for 17% of the game. Still have yet to make from deep, 0 of 7. 13 of 23 from the free throw line. That's 56%. The Tommies, 24 of 60 overall, 40% shooting. 13 of 28 from deep for 46%. That's a pretty big number. Free throws, the Tommies 15 of 23. Chargers, 19 turnovers to the Tommies 10. Rebounding slightly favors the Tommies. Assists 14-0 STU. Steals 13-7 Tommies. Fouls are even. Bench points, the Tommies doubling up the Chargers. Individual stats for Crandall. Balzer's got 14, Hannum 5, Sheen 4, Hiltz 3, Ross 2, and Allward 1. DeRoche 3 fouls, Randy Ross 3 fouls. Melanie Kenny, Olivia Hannum, each with 2, along with Kelsey Allward. In terms of leading rebounders, it's Allward with 6, Hiltz with 5. For the Tommies, LeBlanc, 20 points, along with 4 rebounds. Sturkle, 13 points, 4 boards. Connors, 11 and 5. Jeffrey, 10 points. Hansen, 8. Vidito, 6. Bartley 4, Kerr 2, Roy 1, and Quinlan 1. So all the available Tommies on the board in this one. Leading rebounder is Connors with 5. Foul trouble for the Tommies. Kerr has 4. Bartley 2, Jeffrey 2, and LeBlanc 2. Don't really think it matters. The Tommies are up by 47 here on the Chargers going into quarter number 4. Allward on the miss, then loses it out of bounds over to the Tommies. Tommies, Bartley, Quinlan, LeBlanc, Vedito, and Hansen to open the fourth stanza here. It is Hansen looking for the cutting Bartley. Big swing from behind there by Allward, who will pick up the foul. Thought initially it was a good block, but there was head contact on the follow-through. It's going to be the third on Kelsey Allward. Allward with Balzer, Sheen, McCormick, and Hilt are the 5 Chargers on the court. Look forward, remaining games for the Chargers. February 18th, that's going to be Sunday. They go at Mount St. Vincent before finishing the season February 23rd at home versus UKC. And the Chargers already locked out of the playoffs by my look at the standings. The results over these last 3 games, even if they won them all, they couldn't catch the team in front of them, UNBSJ, for that 6th playoff position. So that game, the 23rd, at home will do it for the Chargers season. The Tommies go at MSVU, who's now lost 2 in a row, the Mystics, on the road at Mount A and at Holland College last weekend. A couple tough losses for the Mount. Dropped them out of first place. They will host the Tommies on the 17th. That's Saturday. Tommies will finish at home the next weekend. Friday the 23rd versus Mount A. Saturday the 24th versus Holland. Also should mention one recruit announced for the Tommies over the last few weeks. Mackenzie Giesbrecht out of Medicine Hat, Alberta. Forward coming to the Tommies next year to take criminology at STU. Welcome, Mackenzie. Look forward to seeing you in the green and gold next season. Step through for Sheen, who scores 2. Can tell the Chargers well coached in the post by Ali Berry. Nice inside moves for pretty much everyone on the team. You can see Barry's worked with them on that aspect of the game. Crowd starting to fill in here a little bit in advance of the men's game that is to come. Sturkle from deep with 3 to shoot, makes a triple. Give Sturkle 16, that's over her season average of 15. Foul on the reach-in on LeBlanc. I think it's going to go on Jeffrey on the block, actually. Regan Kerr will check back in. That is going to be for LeBlanc. Foul does go on Jeffrey. And checking back in, Tristan DeRoche. $14 to suit, Chargers inbound, 7:43 to go. In the contest, Tommies up by 50. Balzer beat the shot clock, but couldn't get the shot down. Rebound per Allward, back inside for the Chargers. Jeffrey with a piece of that shot from Hannum. And knocked out by Crandall. Chargers were looking for a foul on that inside play by Hannum. Instead goes as the block. Kylie Roy will check in for the Tommies. Alyssa Jeffrey. Katie Benito gets in on the three-point party. Tommies can make three-pointers at the clip that they're making them in this one. They will be trouble throughout the rest of the season and into the playoffs. Roy outside. Sturkle for another triple. Timeout Chargers. Randy Ross set to check back in. Sturkle now with 19, including 3 of 5 from deep. LeBlanc, 4 of 7 from deep with 20 points, leads all scorers. Chargers, Collie Balsler has been stuck on 14 for a while now. 87-31, the Tommies 1 point away from matching their season high in points scored. That was also against Crandall at Crandall. Tommy, 16 three-pointers, shooting better than 48%, 48.5 from beyond the arc. Tough to beat anybody if you're making 16 triples, shooting at almost a 50% clip. Tommy's record coming into this one, 6-8, have won 2 in a row. This will look to make it 3 here for the Tommies. Gelling at the right time here are the Tommies as we're down to 3 more games to go before the playoffs. Getting Kylie Roy back will help as well, and Sturkle will go to the line. Good health for the Tommies the rest of the way, and who knows what can happen. Good mix of some veterans and some youth. Get a lot of scoring from their forwards in Sturkle, LeBlanc, and Connors. And if they can continue to knock down triples the way they have with the rest of the roster here tonight, look out, ACAA. Tommies will be a tough out. Of course, that's a tough path that the Tommies are on. They're going to have to play 3 games, and we'll play them on the weekend of March 1st through 3rd. So they get the Friday games in the afternoon at the ACAAs, which are at Holland College. Nationals, the 13th to the 16th, are at Lakeland College. Lakeland's been number 1 in the country for a while. Mount A, of course, in front in the conference, have won 5 in a row. Now the highest ranked team from the ACAA at number 6. MSVU 10 and Holland has snuck into the top 15 at number 12. I think that's the first time the Hurricanes have been in the rankings this season, I believe. Unless they started in the rankings, I'm not sure that they did. Chargers on the offensive glass, shot put up by Hannum is no good. It's going to stay. Chargers ball, 7 on the shot clock. A bevy of subs for CU. That's going to be McCormack, Hamilton, and Allward all checking in. And Kathleen Quinlan's going to come in for Celine Sturkle. That might be the last we see of Celine in this one with 5:46 to go. And the Tommies well in control. Uh-oh. Kylie Roy in on that play and reached in, took contact to that foot and ankle Kylie walks it off. Attempts to walk it off anyway. Now he's going to lace up the sneaker on the other side. Kylie will be subbed out here by Alyssa Jeffrey. So hope there's no re-aggravation there in that play from Kylie. Looked not good at first, but then Kylie back up, of course. Kylie about as tough as they come. Sheen with the miss, out of bounds off of Bartley of the Tommies. 5:25 to go. Chargers ball. Chargers work it nicely into the post for Allward. Allward gets the shot up over Hansen and draws a foul. Ellie Hiltz will check in for Olivia Hannum. Hiltz out of Wellington, Nova Scotia, which is north of Halifax or Waverly Fall River area to get to Wellington. Those that may be interested in geography like I am by times. Hiltz off for Sheen. Back for Hiltz. There is Hiltz. Not quite from Wellington, Nova Scotia, but from almost the three-point arc. Going to be a two-pointer for the Chargers. Cross-court pass. Didn't quite have as much zip on it as maybe it could have from Bartley. Dribble taken away by Hiltz. Tommy's at 88. That ties their season high. Inside Allward, nice reverse. So some bright spots on this Charger roster, this young Chargers roster. Throw away the scores, throw away the results from the season. Look for the positives, look for what you can build off of with this young club. And there are some here for sure. And then, of course, you hit the recruiting trail hard. And what a great time of year to be a basketball fan. The high school basketball playoffs underway. Learning that Hiltz is from the Wellington that's just outside of Yarmouth. That challenges my geography. And maybe there's more than one Wellington in Nova Scotia. Thanks for that, for passing that along from the folks online. Apologies if I got the wrong Wellington. It's one area of the world I've not been in, is down towards Yarmouth. On my list of places I would like to go. Made it to Cape Breton, but I've not gone much past Halifax, really, in Nova Scotia. So look forward to someday getting down there. Maybe I'll go check out Wellington, and I'll get the geography right the next time. .05 to go. Post pass taken away by the Tommies. Ahead for Roy, who's back in this one. That's good to see. Whatever the tweak there for Roy. Hasn't kept her down, and she's going to get a little Three Stooges poke to the eye on the way through. The Keys, she'll go to the line and shoot a couple, I think. Oh, called on the dribble. And just the fourth team foul. On the Chargers, it's going to go on Sarah McCormick. Hansen from within 8 feet. A little too excited there from Hansen. I think she had more time than she realized. Roy with the step in and the takeaway. Tommies would like to best their high mark of the season here, so they like to put a couple more points on the board, I'm sure. Roy can't get that one to go. Rebound Balzer. You have to think about players like Balzer here in her 5th year. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul on Balzer. And I didn't often think about this through some of the earlier teams that we're in, but some of the players, it is their last time coming through some of these gyms. Has to be a bit emotional when you've been around the league 4 or 5 years and getting to play at the collegiate level for the last time in some gyms. I know Balzer's had some great games here for the Chargers. Think about some other players around the conference as well, making their last visits here as their collegiate careers wind down. Always a bit bittersweet for me to see some of the great players pass through the league and move on. And there's Balzer, 2 more points on her LB Gym resume. And of course, I'm sure I'll see Balzer in the Maritime Women's Association, played for the Mystics. Would guess that she'll probably get out for that again. Who knows, though, where life may take people. And that's the great thing about being a student athlete. So many skills you can apply to so many areas from your student athletic career, but sometimes it's tough when the games come to an end. Nice reach there by Hiltz. A nice one-handed runner from Allward, but it's just too strong. Tommy's ahead, still looking to break their season high mark here. Under a minute to go. Bartley. Back out for LeBlanc. Quinlan. Jeffrey. Tommy's can't get that one to go. Rebound is into the hands of Allward, who's going to dribble and spin to meet Hansen, but keep going. Offensive foul on the Chargers' Allward. Just tried to do a little too much with that one, maybe. 38.2 seconds to go in this contest. The Tommies 88, the Chargers 38. Tommies do need to get a shot up here or commit a turnover one way or the other. The Chargers will get the ball back. Outside Quinlan for a 3. That one rimmed out. Quinlan, one of the hardest working Tommies out there. Balzer again, a nice move. Rebound, final 5 seconds of this one. Finishing inside for the Chargers is Melanie Kenny. This one will finish 88-40 in favor of the Tommies. So the Tommies tie their season high mark with 88 points. We'll do a rundown of your leading scorers and your game stats. Chargers 40 points on 13 of 64, 0 of 9 from deep, 14 of 25 from the line. Tommies 88 on 27 of 77, that's 35%. 16 of 37 from deep, 18 of 27 from the free throw line. Individual stats. Chargers are led by Balzer 16, Sheen has 6. The Tommies, Paige LeBlanc, Celine Sturkle tied with 20. Charlie Connors 11, Alyssa Jeffrey 10 are your Tommies in double digits. Sturkle picks up player of the game honors in this one. Coming up in about 20 minutes. It's not going to start at 8. It's going to be about quarter after, thereabouts. The Tommy men and the Charger men, thank you for choosing us. And I heart you for tuning in here on Valentine's Day. Thanks, folks. Come on back. 20 minutes. I'll have the men's action.